Hey guys, I had some work planned for today that I was just about to get ready to do when God started speaking to me that I should share this quick message with you. Is that okay with you? So, just for a moment, very quickly, I want to talk about handling tough situations, handling severe storms. 5 opportunities that storms provide us to be better, better to ourselves, better to others. And so I ask you, when the sun is bearing down on you, seemingly threatening to burn every fiber in your body, everything in your life, to just scorch everything around you, do you wilt and start talking about or talking like you're going to die? Man, this is killing me. This is going to kill me. Or do you embrace the intensity of the sun, knowing that it's in the intensity of the fire that burns away all the impurities? Think about it. Do you realize that the sun is what draws the flower up into a beautiful specimen? Or do you just talk about the fact that it's so uncomfortable for you? Do you realize that it's the sun that causes the tree to be strong and then to be capable of withstanding the changing seasons in life? When the oceans are raging and they're beating up against you, beating up against your boat, beating up against your home, beating up against your life, do you panic? Do you get gripped with fear? Do you lose your faith? Or can you sleep peacefully in the bottom of the boat, knowing that God didn't bring you to this point in your life, to this particular juncture in life, just to have you sink and to die? Do you realize that it's all working together for your good, even when it doesn't look like that out of our natural eyes, when it doesn't feel like that out of our natural understanding? Sometimes we have to be willing to close our natural eyes so that we can see God moving on our behalf through our spiritual eyes. Sometimes we can't lean upon our own understanding, but we just must acknowledge God and His goodness in all of our ways. See, we get to choose how we handle the tough situations, how we handle the storms in our lives. But I want you to know that the world is watching. Your family is watching. Your children are watching. Your peers are watching, and we're setting a standard every time we meet a storm as it relates to how we handle that storm. And we're informing our children, we're informing our friends, we're informing those that look up to us how they are too to handle the tough moments in their lives. But there are some opportunities in the storms and tough seasons that we go through that are designed to help us to grow and to become better versions of ourselves. And the first opportunity that shows up in the storm for us to grow a little bit better is the storms always provide us an opportunity to show God that we trust Him. That we trust Him in the process of making us into what He created us to be. See, you have to go through something in order to become something. I mean, we start out that process by going through the discomfort of being in our mother's bellies just to become human beings. See, it's in the storms that we get to prove our belief that the storm didn't come to last, but it came to pass. We get to prove our belief that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. The second opportunity that tough seasons, tough storms provide us in helping us to be better is that they allow us to be a stabilizing, a calming voice, or a peaceful presence when everybody else around us is freaking out. Have you ever found yourself calm when everything seems to be falling apart, everybody's losing their mind, and you can be that stabilizing, peaceful voice? See, we're never our best when we're allowing our emotions to dominate our reasoning. No, 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 no. And many a times we only freak out when we think that we can't handle what's coming our way. We think that we can't handle what we're going through, when we believe that it's going to completely destroy us. Third thing that storms provide us as it relates to an opportunity to grow better, to grow stronger, is they provide us the opportunity to discover our strength, our resiliency. They teach us how to handle tough situations so that then we can be in position so that we can be a benefit to others when they're going through their tough seasons, their tough moments in life. And think it not strange when we find ourselves in a tough season. They come for us all, and we all have to go through them. The seasons constantly change. And tough seasons aren't always just about a shortage of money. No, you can be in a tough season, a severe storm as it relates to physical health, sickness, and disease. See, it's not just money. It could be a problem in your marriage or your romantic relationship. It could be problems with your children. Maybe they're getting in trouble and not seizing opportunities that's presented to them. No. It can be a loss of your desire to live when you have no energy or mental clarity. See, if we never go through anything, how can we ever serve as wisdom for those that are going through tough situations? 4, tough seasons and severe storms also help us to reorient our priorities. They remind us that we came into the earth with nothing and that we're going to leave the earth taking nothing with us. That everything that we value, everything that we work for, everything that we slave over in this earth can disappear or vanish in an instant or in a blink of an eye. But that which is eternal is our souls. It helps us to realize that our souls should be our priorities. Guess this is why we shouldn't be slaves or kill ourselves for the things of this earth. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't work for our desires, because we should work diligently for the desires of our hearts. But our treasure should be in gaining eternal peace and freedom, which many of us call salvation. And lastly, storms provide us the opportunity to realize our power. They allow us to decree, peace be still, even in the midst of the storm. They provide us the opportunity to help us to begin learning how to speak to the mountains, that we might tell the mountain to be thou removed and cast out of our lives. They provide us then the opportunity to do the work that we are equipped to do in calming the storms in our lives. So I ask you, how will you handle the storms that show up in your life? Will you allow them to help you to grow into the best version of you as a human being? So that you learn to be better to and for you, and that you grow so that you're better for others? Seize the opportunity. Be the best that you can be. And I'm Carlos, your spiritual teacher and personal development coach. And until next time, I bid you peace and love and many blessings upon you and your loved ones. Goodbye.